Hi everybody, very quick video today. I'm back in the kitchen because it's freezing outside. I'm going to get these cleaned up and sharpened in a bit. Today I'm going to talk about how older STIHL chainsaws allow you to adjust the settings for operating in very cold or winter conditions. The problem is with the older carbureted saws like this, rather than new M-tronic or the newer fuel injected saws, when you're operating in very cold conditions, the air can get sucked into the carburetor so quickly that it can actually freeze the carburetor. Now, with newer versions of STIHL chainsaws, with something like the 441, which has the M-tronic ignition, you'll find that you don't actually need to make any adjustment to the saw, to the carburetor at all, because get that off. Look at the size of that air filter. Because this will do it for you. Now, if I take all of that off, see if I can zoom in. Underneath all of that, there will be an electronic controller, which will automatically adjust the amount of air coming in depending on the temperature. Obviously when it's colder, air is denser, and when air is denser, more of it gets sucked in. This saw will automatically adjust for that. However, when we move across to the older normally carbureted saws, like my trusty 230, you will find that in the winter the carburetor can actually freeze up because the air that's getting sucked in is just too cold, especially if you're working in a very damp environment. If you're working and if it's a cold day and it's very low pressure as well, then you'll find that the carburetor will freeze up very quickly. This isn't so much of a problem in the UK. I have had this happen to me before. What you tend to find is that you just lose performance. It's not as though the saw actually sort of breaks down. It just doesn't work as effectively. I know that now in the States and Canada, Finland, places like that, Northern Europe, this is much more of an issue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this air filter off so you can see what we're doing here. Now, the older STIHL chainsaws have a rather clever way of actually getting around this. What they do is they have this thing here, which is an air redirect. Now, what this does, comes off, what this does is it allows you to decide where the intake air feed for the carburetor comes from. Now, if you have it set up like this, what happens is it blocks off the engine cooling fins and all of the air for the carburetor comes in from the outside. If you turn it round and you set it like this, then what it means is the intake air for the carburetor comes from around the engine. That air is warmer, and so there's less chance of it actually freezing up your saw. I'm going to be working with this tomorrow. Temperatures forecast to be about 5 or 6 degrees centigrade, which isn't that cold. So I'm going to leave this in the summer position, and I'm only change it if I start having problems. So there we go. Little quick video on how to adjust your older STIHL chainsaw for operating from summer or winter conditions. But there we go. Hope that was useful for you. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more chainsaw videos. Have a good day.